Hey, I'm Paul Beck with Bioworld, and I'm at our Heroes and Villains booth at San Diego Comic-Con 2024. Let me give you a tour. So this process usually starts about a year in advance. So that's kind of the planning process anyways. And really our goal is to always bring something new and fresh. And with a franchise as iconic as Star Wars, that's been around for so long and been in the merchandise space for so long, that can be a challenge. Yeah, we got to get a little bit creative with it. But I think this collection, as I walk you through, hopefully has done that. We've had a great reception already. And I think one of the best parts about coming to Comic-Con, and this is something we don't get anywhere else, is that we hear directly from the fans in real time. And so, as soon as this con is done, we'll have a wrap-up meeting. We'll say, what could we have done better? What can we do for next year? And I think that's the beauty of it, is that it's constantly evolving. And, this business is always changing. And so we're always trying to pivot and be in front of the trends. And it's really hard right now to look at July of 2025 and say, okay, now what should we bring? What kind of, body types are popular? What kind of color schemes are possible? Where should the patches be on these jackets? And so that's always a continual learning process, but, really kind of building everything top down from the headwear here. You can see the bomber jackets, the crew, which one do you like the most? The bomber jacket. And we do have two other ones you'll see as we walk through the booth. We have some of them hanging here, and then really kind of the two big items that have been performing well are these flags, which have been a nice surprise. It makes a lot of sense. These have done really well. I think because they're small and easy to handle, helps. But it really kind of gives everybody, this is something you could hang in front of your house if you wanted, or it could be in a basement, or it could be some other place. So they're very multi-purpose. And actually, this is even better. Justin's going to model our shirt. So this has been our best-selling apparel item here, this crew neck. So it's got the whole crawl from episode 1 on the back, and then the front. But that has been our best-selling apparel piece right now at the show. And I think, we better hurry, because I think we're getting lower on inventory with that. And then once it's gone, it's gone. As we walk around to the front of the booth here, we're really lucky that Lucas gave us a bunch of props here to put up top. So you can see the helmets up there that they gave us, then everything over here as well. Really helps round out the booth and kind of give it that authentic feel. So we're really excited to see that. And lucky to have them participate. And then you can see this other collection over here with the bomber again, crew neck, t-shirt, hat, fitting. Yeah, a little bit. And then you can actually see the bag back here too, that goes with it. So overall, just great to get that feedback from fans. You always see they'll pick something and be like, oh, I love this, but why didn't you do this? And it's like, okay, mental note, let's write that down for next year. We'll definitely try to incorporate that. But
probably have full notes on your phone,
always keeping track of that for sure. But just lucky, to be in this pavilion with arguably one of the most iconic franchises, certainly in this space. And continuing to have that direct conversation with the fans.
Yeah. What would you say is your favorite piece that you guys have brought this year?
I personally always, like you, enjoy the bomber jackets just because of the detail, the craftsmanship on those. It's a little hard to think about those when it's 90 degrees outside walking over here, but we know winter will come at some point, and be there for sure. So,
is there anything you wish that you could have brought? Is there something that didn't quite make it to the show floor?
Not from a design standpoint necessarily, but just it's always a challenge to plan appropriately for the right amount of inventory too. And so it would be great if we could just keep replenishing, some of those styles that are doing really well to make sure that everybody gets them. And we realize it's a challenge too when you come to a show like this and start walking around. Everyone's kind of pinpointing in their mind what they want to buy. And if you see this on the first day, maybe you think you're going to come back and it's not here when you come back. So there's always a little bit of that. Yeah, there's always a little bit of that. And, just happy to reinforce the brand and know that, anything Heroes and Villains is going to be elevated and it's going to be a little bit unique and, it'll be something different than we're maybe offering on our retail channels. Yeah. Thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the show.